seen anything like that. No good. Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles?
Woo! It's the Davey Mac Sports Program, where we talk the sports and other stuff, like poison. Fun fact, you could easily get used to poison just by tasting a little at a time. Just like cum. Oh. I'm Roy Harter, and here's your host, Mr. Eastside David McDonald, everybody.
Okay, so I guess the show starts off with a very, very scary and frightening Roy Harter introduction yet again. But the question is, are you tasting cum now? So I get your fun fact. I've heard that if you just a little bit of poison, you get used to it.
That's right, David.
Right.
Princess Bride taught us that.
Right, but why are we doing a little bit of cum? Why are you wanting to get used to cum? I guess the point was, I get your fun fact with the poison. Then you tied it to tasting cum. Okay?
Yeah, apologies about that, David. Sometimes I get a little wacky.
No. Apparently your introductions need to be read and approved beforehand. The controversy of Roy Harter is too much. Listen, we are off to a flying start. We have a lot to talk about. It's going to be a very good show. I was sick for a week.
You still sound a bit congested, David.
Isn't it crazy? A week. This can't just be the fucking pollen. I'm like, give me a break with the pollen already. Everything with the pollen. Okay, what is this? When did this fucking pollen become such a goddamn catastrophic epidemic that's ruining the world? That's the way I see it. I can't even fucking drive my car. There's pollen all over the place. I got pollen. I can't do this show with the window open because of the pollen. And excuse me.
At least the dogs are scaring the pollen away.
This is my time to shine, doggies. It's not yours. Now excuse me. Now this isn't the Davey Mac Sports Program. It's the Davey Mac Sports Program. Now if you're going to hang out, you're going to hang out quietly. Enzo and Sonny.
They're barking at all the pollen, ruining your neighborhood, Dave.
It's ruining the fucking
driving the property value down.
Robert, we're talking pollen. We're not talking anything else. I mean, sure, there's more crime in Spring Lake Heights due to the pollen these days. Nevertheless, I'm so sick of the fucking pollen. And everyone, get on Claritin. I take like super duper steroid Claritin.
I could tell, David.
And I take them twice. They say take them once. So I'm taking them twice. I'm also having a lot of sleep deprivation right now. In the last week, I've only been sleeping about an hour and a half every night. The rest of the night, I just pace back and forth and think to myself how I get even with pollen, which isn't even a person. I'm trying to get revenge on something that's an inanimate object.
You should be fine, David.
I'm okay, Roy. Yesterday, we had one of the great cornhole games matchups of all time. I still prefer, I think, calling it beanbags. Because every time you say cornhole, you know.
That was my second question. What's a cornhole?
So, we were playing the cornhole with my mother and my kids.
Sounds
it was
nutty.
The adults versus the children. Up to 30, win by 2. Went into overtime.
Whoa.
I won. Here's how you know you've hit your 40s. I fucking rolled my ankle playing goddamn cornhole yesterday.
Jesus,
I'm limping
David.
around today. In case you're wondering, cornhole isn't really, you don't have to move a lot. There's not a lot of sliding like in the NBA.
No tackling.
So it's crazy. I'm banged up. I'm all pollened up. I'm all banged up. But we're going to make it through a Davey Mac Sports Program because I got a lot to say here.
Dave, I would like to point out, I always try to get sick before Pride Month because getting sick during Pride Month is way worse.
Yeah. I mean, then people think,
Yeah, they think other things are going on.
You got one of the big ones. Yeah, then they think you got one of the big ones. So listen, Dallas Mavericks, okay? Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. Here's the deal. The Celtics beat a Cleveland Cavaliers team that had no business being in the Eastern Conference Finals. Cavs. Indiana Pacers team that had no business being in the Eastern Conference Finals. I hate them. I hate the state of Indiana. All of you guys were exposed as being soft, weak bitches. And before you said, well, we were the ones that beat the Knicks, all of the Knicks were hurt. The entire fucking team was hurt. You had 3 starters in Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, and OG Anunoby who were all out. Jalen Brunson was hurt. Hart was hurt. Isaiah Hartenstein was hurt. Dante DiVincenzo was hurt. The only one who was healthy was Deuce McBride. Give me a fucking break. So don't give me.
He plays like shit.
No, it's just like give me the Indiana. I'm still pissed at how much Rick Carlisle's pussy behavior at the press conferences, like a whining crybaby bitch, talking about the big market team is the one that gets the calls, and we, the Indiana small market team, don't get the calls. Fuck you. You are a lying crybaby, and you literally made the referees scared. For the rest of the series, the referees were scared to call fouls on Indiana. I'm sorry. It really screwed up the goddamn thing. So I was actually pulling for the Celtics to crush the Pacers, believe it or not. You'd think I wouldn't be, but there's no real rivalry between the Knicks and Celtics. That's more of a Yankees-Red Sox thing. So, you know what? I'm happy that the Celtics obliterated the Pacers. And that fucking dork, Tyrese Halliburton, you are the dorkiest NBA superstar out there. You're a fucking nerd. Seriously. And I'll tell it to your face. If you ever want to get fucking fresh with me, this is the Clarendon talking right now. This is the sleep deprivation. You're going to get fresh with me, Tyrese Halliburton? I'm going to fuck you up, baby. I'm going to fuck your ass. I'm going to fuck you up, and then I'm going to fuck your ass. That's what I'm going to do to you. Because, first of all, the guy tucks his shirt and hikes his pants up higher than, fucking someone like Leave It to Beaver. Like, what goddamn decade is this fucking douchebag from? The T-shirt. His pants they're up to here, Roy.
That's pretty high, David.
There's no coolness factor there with that Tyrese Halliburton. So I'm happy that the Celtics won. Meanwhile, in the Western Conference, Minnesota Timberwolves heard Anthony Edwards before the series. He tweeted out, Anthony Edwards, the Minnesota Timberwolves young superstar, Roy, tweeted out, I want Kyrie Irving. Well, he got Kyrie Irving. He got Kyrie Irving to drop 36 points a game on his stupid ass. I know that's his thing to talk the trash. Do it on the court. Don't do it before the game on Twitter, dummy. That shit stays there. It gets printed out. Becomes bulletin board material, you fucking dope. I was liking and enjoying Anthony Edwards before he tweeted out, I want Kyrie, and Kyrie proceeded to fucking make him his bitch. Meanwhile, you people from Minnesota are so fucking stupid.
Oh, boy, here we go.
No. What is with you Midwestern state dumb fucking rube idiots? Can't you do anything right? They're trying to support their team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. In Game 5, the game is in Minnesota. Okay? Follow me on this one. The game's in Minnesota. Their team is down 3-1. They're on the verge of being eliminated. They're trying to bring some enthusiasm, some juice
I'm following you so far.
Into the game. So they dress in white T-shirts. This is common. NBA teams all the time have what's called a whiteout, right? Where they wear the whole fan base wears the same white T-shirt. Okay, we're all together. We're all uniform. We're all one. We're going. We got your backs, boys. We got your backs. Now, Robert, there it is. Can you please post the picture of Mavs 2, please?
Mavs 2.
And I want to show you why you people from Minnesota join the people from Indiana in being thick-headed doofuses, redneck Midwest fucking inbred morons.
Oh, boy.
Because look at what is happening in this picture. Roy, the man shooting the basketball is Luka Doncic, superstar for the Dallas Mavericks.
Got it.
He's wearing the white. Look at the people behind him. That's the Minnesota Timberwolves fans. They're wearing white.
A lot of
In
white
fact, the guy on the Dallas Mavericks is wearing white and blue. Look at what the fans are wearing. You literally think that the Timberwolves fans, these idiotic Minnesota dweebs, it looks like they're rooting for the Dallas Mavericks, does it not?
I can't argue with you there, David.
Does it not look like Luka, the guy in white, is playing at a home game?
Yes. I'm going to say yes.
He was on the visitors' court there on that shot. That's in Minnesota. You stupid idiots. If you're going to have a whiteout and all dress on the same T-shirt, make sure the T-shirt is matching the home jersey. The team that you're supporting, make sure it's matching their color. You were matching the Dallas Mavericks perfectly. White, blue, and green, you stupid idiots. The fucking T-Wolves were wearing gray and green. The T-shirt should have been gray and green. Enzo's upset. He's seen me get all worked up, but I hate stupidity, and I hate fan stupidity and sports stupidity. That's what this show's about.
As a Penn State grad, Dave, we're big fans of the whiteout. That's typically the game Penn State needs to win each year. And the first rule is the team wears white on the whiteout. That's the first thing that gets established.
Penn State wears all white when you have a whiteout, right? Your team is going to be in conjunction with the fans. The fans don't have a fucking whiteout, and then the team decides to wear gray and green. Yeah. Why aren't we not on the same page, Minnesota? How stupid is your state? I fucking hate you. This isn't a Garrison Keillor fucking monologue. This is the Davey Mac Sports Program, and you're on the Shizer list.
Shizer! You're the one that we despise her!
This ain't no Prairie Home Companion shit. You people from Minnesota, you've got fucking icebergs in your goddamn brain. Fucking thaw your brains out. Put your heads in the microwave for 2 minutes and thaw your fucking brains out, you idiots, because you fucking did a whiteout matching the other team. And by the way, the other team then proceeded to kick their ass. This is the Clarendon.
Yep.
You brought up Kyrie Irving and Anthony Edwards talking trash. Have you noticed how Kyrie seems to this whole postseason just be playing the good guy, the press conferences the exact right way, not creating any controversy?
Absolutely. Kyrie is a change player with Luka. This is the best Kyrie Irving we've seen since LeBron James, since he was with the Cavs and LeBron. And you're seeing the similarity. Kyrie likes playing with a bigger guard. It made no sense to have him and Harden trying to share the ball together. This is a stupid fucking idea. I want to put so many people on the Shizer list. It's not even funny.
Easy, David. Pipes are under pressure.
I'm going to stick. This is fucking Pepsi, Kevin. Kevin is questioning my sanity, and maybe I don't seem all there today. Well, I don't cancel. I don't cancel the DMSP. This ain't purple drink, Kevin. It's good old-fashioned Pepsi. And maybe Pepsi, you fucking cunts, why don't you sponsor our show? In fact, Roy, I'm pretty sure that was a live read. You owe us $3,000, Pepsi. You fucking owe us. This shit ain't for free. If I was a little aggressive with Kevin, I apologize. He's now saying I was just asking what was in the drink.
What if we did a Tales from the Satellite where Dave and Rob go robo-tripping?
I'll never do that again. The robo-trip, the 2 bottles of Robitussin that you pound.
You actually tried it, David?
Yeah, I've told you this. It worked.
I thought you were joking.
No. You do trip. But you trip hardcore for 45 minutes, but then you'll never be sicker in your entire life, and you want to die.
Yeah, I bet.
You want to die. You're like, someone shoot me. I will be happier.
Oh, thank you.
Now, so the NBA Finals are set. Hey, Minnesota, you didn't deserve to get there. If your fan base is so fucking moronic that you can't match the goddamn T-shirts with the jerseys of the team that you're rooting for, you don't actually have any business being in the NBA Finals. You don't deserve to be there. I actually mean that. As far as the women's basketball goes, WNBA, let me tell you something, ladies. Fuck you. I'm done with you, too. Yeah, no, I'm done with you. I'm done. So after our massive rant went crazy viral, Davey Mac Sports Program, Viral Kings, Digital Kings, Davey Mac, Roy Harter, Bobby Tamburro. Our video maker, Bobby Hutch, did a great job with the Caitlin Clark video. That's like over something, I don't know. The last time I checked, it was 135,000 views on Facebook.
Jesus Christ.
And it keeps going up.
As they
Regardless, I had my goddamn Caitlin Clark speech. I thought that was going to be sufficient. And it's interesting. We really were out ahead of everyone else. And after the DMSP did the fucking huge goddamn monologue and the huge speech that went viral, you did start to hear a lot more. There's a lot more people now picking up what the Davey Mac is dropping down, which is the WNBA should be ashamed of themselves with how they're dealing with Caitlin Clark. You have a whole bunch of fucking 7-foot selfish twats who simply don't understand that a rising tide floats all boats. Caitlin Clark is the first superstar that your league has had that is bringing in new people and new eyeballs. You don't shit all over her. You don't say, oh, she's not going to be ready. You don't say, oh, it's going to be a lot harder than she thinks. What you also don't do is start fucking taking cheap shots left and right, like this one. We're going to play it right here for you. Look at this shot. And boom. It wasn't even a play. Selfish fucking bitch. This goddamn fucking envious twat shoves her to the ground. They don't even call a foul. Meanwhile, she then, who's on the LSU girl, the Angel Reese girl was on that team. When she got to the fucking sidelines, they're high-fiving each other. Did you see the fucking cheap shot I just gave to Caitlin Clark? No. Next time I'm going to try and ruin her fucking knee. Take out all her meniscus.
Yeah, it looked like
maybe I could give her a fucking ACL tear. Everyone just keep doing cheap shot. Hey, ladies, people want to watch the WNBA because of Caitlin Clark. But honestly, the way all of this cheap shot bullshit, it's enough. I am not going to watch 1 second of the WNBA going forward.
Why is that, David?
Because I don't like cunty people. I don't like 7-foot cunts. None of them are good looking. If we're going to be misogynistic here, be careful, Imus. I haven't said shit.
No, that's the team. The Seattle 7-foot tall cunts. I think they're in second place in the West right now.
What did Imus get in trouble for? What did he say? It was.
I don't know, David.
No. I'm saying when he get in trouble. We're not saying.
Oh, I think
you know what? Let's not even.
They had some hair. He commented on how it looked.
It was about the hair. The hair for the I-Man. The I-Man. Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. Wait, Imus doesn't wear hats, does he? What does Imus look like?
Yeah, he does. He wears a cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah, he wears a cowboy hat. Yeah, you got
right.
You got
I'm
the cowboy
gonna kill
hat.
you, Howard Stern.
There you go. There's
Didn't he
your
have an
Imus.
ascot too? Didn't he like to wear scarves and shit? Hey, it's the I-Man here. WFAN, quack, quack. Don Imus here, the I-Man. Let me tell you something. Those nappy-headed hoes, what a bunch of fucking drooling cunts, huh? Those Rutgers nappy-headed lesbians. Hey, Don Imus, quack, quack. 13 after the hour. That's what he said. It was the Rutgers thing. I remember that. Anyway.
Dave, what about a new character in honor of Pride Month? You could be Don Bymus, where you are slightly attracted to all the players.
Oh, like, hey, Don Bymus here. Man, let me tell you something. Don Bymus, I got to tell you something about Luke Doncic. I don't know whether to watch him on the court or suck a dick. Don Bymus over here. Let me tell you something about Shaquille O'Neal. I tell you, I love his personality, but I even more love that big, thick, black dick. Don Bymus. Quack, quack. 14 after the hour, kids. Let me tell you something, kids. I don't know why my hands are shaking. This is a new Don Bymus thing. Involuntary hand spasms. Let me tell you something about Tom Cruise. What I wouldn't give to suck the plum out of that. Anybody seen Top Gun 2? Shit. I was jerking off for 3.5 hours. It was like a Paul Rubin scenario. Tom Bymus. Whoa. This is funky music, too. Well, I just want to tell you, ladies from the WNBA, you could go fuck yourselves. You're done. You're done. You didn't understand it, and it'll be gone because people in today's day and age, they move on to stuff like that quick. They're gonna be off. Caitlin Clark had captured people's imaginations. It was the best time for women's professional basketball to finally make a difference. But I gotta tell you something. As someone who tuned into a WNBA game because of Caitlin Clark, not only was I sickened by all the cheap shots, and it really was a turnoff. And seeing these fucking brats, these brats high-fiving each other because they pushed the girl from behind. I gotta tell you something. This is not the way to sell your league because guys like me who want to watch sports will watch the WNBA. And you know what the WNBA is? It's like
women's
the
basketball.
NBA if we lived on a planet Earth where gravity was like 1,000 times stronger. That's the way it is. It's like watching the NBA but on an alternate Earth where you have the craziest gravity ever. You know why? Because none of these fucking chicks can jump. Who are we kidding here? Like, this is basketball comparable to men's. Anthony Edwards in a playoff game practically jumped from the free throw line and dunked it over 3 guys. You're not going to see that in any single WNBA guy. The game, they don't get up. None of them can jump. None. It looks like, I swear to God, it looks like they're wearing gravity boots. Like they're actually getting sucked to the floor. So why am I watching this shit? No. After all these cheap shots with the Caitlin Clark and the fucking high-five, Angel Reese is a fucking bitch. You know what? WNBA, Angel Reese, you're all on the shizer.
Shizer! You're the ones that we despise.
And by the way, some people are trying to make this about race. It's not about race.
I hope not.
Caitlin Clark, everyone's comparing her to Steph Curry. She is making 26, 27-foot threes. That's why. The 3-ball was practically, totally redone by Steph Curry, who would take threes that in the 90s, most people would say that's a terrible shot. Threes 5 feet away from 5 feet behind the line, threes with guys in his face, threes where it looks like he's not even getting set up, and he's making them.
Transition.
The reason why Caitlin Clark captured people's imaginations is because she's doing that on women's game. She's doing the fucking Steph Curry thing. So no, this isn't about race. It's about, because Steph Curry's black, she's white, but they have the same game. That's what it is. Their game captures people's imagination. You can't imagine how this person can hit so many shots from so far away and hit them and hit them and hit them. So no, don't even give me that shit. This is pure fucking jealousy by some low-rent cunts who don't understand that Caitlin Clark is actually going to help their league. And they're all jealous, and that's why the WNBA will fail. Mark my words. Davey Mac prediction right here.
Well, Dave, didn't you hear the WNBA did try? They stepped in and fined that girl. $25.
Right. After the game.
$25 was the fine.
They fined her $25.
$25. Yes. That's the point I'm trying to get across. It wasn't a major fine. I could afford that.
First of all, I mean, the hysterical, they didn't even call that a foul in the court. Like, I don't know what these referees are looking at. You don't see another girl get decked from behind? So my question is, are the referees now also huddling up being like, fuck this Caitlin Clark bitch? Are the referees also?
I think there was a little bit of
envious.
I think there might have been a little bit of acting on Caitlin's behalf as well there, David. It looks like she took a soccer dive, as they say.
Yeah, and if you're the star of the NBA, because the comparison before Steph Curry was Larry Bird, what would Larry have done there? Remember his infamous FU battle with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Yeah. Like, he wouldn't have taken that. He wouldn't have lied on the ground like, nobody's going to call something. He would have got up and knocked that bitch out.
Well, I will say that Caitlin has... After that game, she went on the press conference and she said, look, this is what it is. Because people are, noticing, okay? I noticed. People are noticing. And there's what do you think about this? These fouls and shit and some of these, cheap shots. I mean, some of them are absolute cheap shots. And whether she was acting or not, I understand, Roy, but the girl did hit her from behind. And yeah, she might sell it to get a flagrant foul. But you don't just hit someone in the fucking kidneys from behind when the ball's not even being inbounded yet. It was a cheap shot. She knew what she was doing. And maybe Caitlin Clark flops a little bit, but they don't need to be fouling her in this way. The other thing that Caitlin Clark needs to understand is, I do agree, Robert, that I saw her press conference after the game, and she said, I just got to take it and just move on, not retaliate. She actually used the words, not retaliate. Caitlin, let me tell you something, sweetie. This is sports. Are you fucking crazy? Not only do you retaliate, Caitlin, you elbow Angel Reese in the big fucking mouth. You take her teeth out. You take a fucking woman by the throat and you strangle the life out of him.
Oh, easy now, David. Jeez.
All right, maybe not the second one, but the first one I'm dead serious about. Go up for a rebound, turn around, get that elbow, right in the kisser. And you fucking pop out those goddamn chiclets that she has, that she calls teeth.
Because very good sportsmanship, is it, David? Or sportswomanship, whatever.
The only way Caitlin Clark is going to put this fucking cheap shot behavior behind her is if she does start fucking hitting back. It's the only way. It's the only way. It's pro sports. Your fucking superstar baseball player gets hit. The other team needs to hit their superstar baseball player with a pitch. That's just the way it works. If you don't, then that superstar keeps getting hit over and over again. This used to happen to Derek Jeter. He would dive a little bit going inside. He would sometimes get hit. Teams would be like, the Yankees would be like, all right, listen, maybe one. But if you keep hitting Derek Jeter, we're going to have Roger Clemens hit your guy in the fucking head. So you have to defend yourself, Caitlin. You have to stand up. And by the way, how about this? Is there any teammates of Caitlin Clark
That's what I was going to say.
Fever?
Well, when I was in high school, Dave, we had a great shooter named Joey Miller. And I was a good shooter too, but I'm 5'6".
I love Joey.
So whenever they would start doing cheap shit to Joey, the coach would grab me by the wrist and go, I'm not telling you to do anything cheap, but if you see an opportunity to send a message, make sure it gets delivered.
Wow.
That is what you do, Roy.
Yeah. Like
I went to a Catholic school. The coach always said, "Hey, what would Jesus do, boys? You know,
crucify him and send him to hell."
And that's why your team went 0-18.
That's right.
And that's why Robert and I were on winners.
Yeah.
And if you think for a second, and I'm not going to lie, I was the star player on my teams. And if you think for 1 second I'd let some fucking kid push me in the back, you got another thing coming, okay? Davey Mac, the fucking cheap shot revenge getting artist. That's who I am.
Oh, yeah.
I will figure a way to not only get you back, and usually you're going to be going up for a layup, and I'm taking your fucking legs out from underneath you, and you're crashing to the floor, and you're hitting your head on the goddamn court, and you're suffering a concussion, and then we're all going to bring you out because you now got paralyzed. And this was all your fault. You took a cheap shot on me. I had to paralyze you now.
Yeah. My favorite was a free throw. If the guy was shooting the free throw.
What?
Then you just go undercut him because he's not waiting for it. So like he takes the free throw and you just
the
go
free throw. Yeah, well that's
the
pretty
free
hardcore.
throw. Everybody goes to get the rebound and I just clean his clock because the refs aren't looking.
But it's like, the Knicks always had Charles Oakley and Anthony Mason, trying to,
Enforcers.
Yeah, enforcers. And I don't know, Indiana Fever. I don't know what the hell. I mean, Scott Walker says they should hire Bill Laimbeer. Why not? I mean,
I'm just saying, if you're the last player on the Fever's bench, you're not getting any playing time in the WNBA. This is it for your basketball career. And you see somebody take a cheap shot on Caitlin Clark. I am leaving the bench with my chair like it's WWE. Because at least Caitlin will be like, you keep that bitch on the team.
100%. I don't know. These teammates, these referees, the whole league is fucking scared. I don't know if they're scared to say, hey, listen, maybe it is because Caitlin's white. I don't know what the deal is. But I don't know why people are letting this happen. Because it's turning people off, like me. My mom was all excited for the Caitlin Clark. She's done. She's like, oh, I don't like how they're treating Caitlin Clark. So I prefer the women's college game anyway. I'm like, you and everyone else, mother. That's why everyone prefers the women's college game. Let's be honest. The March Madness setup is perfect for women and men. You can't watch. I can't take it. I can see more. With all due respect, I know fucking high school players who can do much better shit on the basketball court than WNBA players. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow, that's a strong statement, David.
I fucking saw LeBron James play in high school. For real. He came to play St. Benedict's. And that's in right around Nutley, New Jersey. You're familiar with it. That's where the IWF is.
That's right. So
my dad said that phenom, that LeBron kid is playing. You want to go to the game? I said, sure. LeBron James was in high school. That version of LeBron, the high school 17-year-old LeBron James, if you put him in the WNBA now, he'd average 85 points a game. Wow. And actual NBA star LeBron James would average 217 points a game. And I actually put these numbers through a computer. So don't fucking question me, Roy. All right, I see you. What? Yeah. The Claritin is not making me stable, Roy.
What's crazy, Dave, is you said it turns you off, Caitlin Clark. But when I hear the phrase Caitlin Clark getting wrecked from behind, normally it turns me on. So it's doubly offensive.
By the way, I shouldn't even say this after what you just said, but I've got nowhere else to say it, so I'm going to. Caitlin Clark is now I have 4 people in my life with the names of famous athletes.
Really?
Oh. Okay. I am going to give you an opportunity to just get one. I know this is really, really hard, so I'm going to give you hints.
Okay.
And clues. Just wait.
Is it me
Caitlin
and Roy
Clark
or just
is
Roy?
the 4th. So in other words, there's 3 other people that I actually know, am friends with, and they have the names of famous athletes. Caitlin Clark is one. My friend Pat Clark. Pat Clark was on the Ron Fez show a couple times. I brought him up, Patty.
Yeah, patty cakes.
His sister is Caitlin, spells the same way. So it's Caitlin Clark. So I know Caitlin Clark. All right.
That's awesome. Can you give her my number?
Can I? I'm going to be honest. She's much more attractive than the basketball playing Caitlin Clark. I shouldn't even be saying that because Pat's my friend.
Okay, I'm your friend.
Well,
Get me her number
saying.
so I can tell people I'm dating Caitlin Clark. They don't need to do the research.
Okay, so here are the three others. NASCAR driver with, I would say, his peak in the 90s. Baseball player, peak in the 90s. Golfer, peak in the 60s.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Is this for me or Robert?
It's for both.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hey, I'll tell you what. DMSP audience. If anyone gets it, I'll send the goddamn poster. I'll send the fucking Davey Mac Billy Mitchell poster. That's what you're going to get. You're getting the Davey Mac Billy Mitchell poster. But I'm telling you, it's hard.
I'm going to take a crack at the baseball player portion, and I'm going to say Juan Hernandez.
Juan Hernandez. I'm not sure I've ever heard of that player before.
There has to be a ball player named Juan Hernandez. Come on.
But why not choose a famous 90s baseball player? Well, Robert, do you have?
I would say Jeff Gordon.
Holy shit, Robert.
Wow.
You got the NASCAR.
Yeah.
You did.
Hell yeah.
Even I knew that.
My friend, Roy, you met Jeff Gordon. He's
the
in the
guitarist.
Puertos.
That's
He's
right.
the guitar player.
That's why I felt silly, David.
Golfer. This one's going to be hard.
Okay.
60s.
Nicholson.
Arnold Palmer. I have a next door neighbor that I'm friends with named Arnold Palmer.
I was going to say Tiger Lee, but I'm like, is that even a golf player? I don't think so.
Now, baseball player, I want you to get, or I want a DMSP listener to get, who's actively engaging us right now in the live. In fact, this is for the listeners. Fuck the both of you. After your Juan Hernandez rant. He does the thing with the coffee. He saluted me like he's in a Maxwell commercial for some reason. So, if you want this poster, Robert, you're the person who's you have to get him first.
I'm showing you the guesses here, Dave. This is the first guess we had come in.
Scott Walker says Paul O'Neill. No.
That was my guess.
I want you really thinking 1990s baseball. John Hernando, another odd name for this. No. Again, Davey Mac, Billy Mitchell poster on the line. I want you to think 90s. I want you to think home runs. Folks, I don't know what else to say. I want you to think 90s. I want you to think home runs. I'm Irish. You think the type of people I know? Come on now. Home runs, 90s. Jesus Christ. No, Scott Walker. It's not Paul O'Neill.
That was my guess.
Runs, folks. The 1990s, Roberto Alomar, Fitzy is not a home run hitter. For the love of Pete, does anyone
Frank
know?
Thomas.
Frank Thomas, but no.
Mike Piazza.
I am Mike Piazza. That doesn't sound like an Irish name. I gave you a hint. Irish. Larry Walker. Folks, what happened in 1990? Scott Walker said Mark McGuire, and Scott Walker gets the goddamn poster. Scott, I'm going to need your address.
He beat Pitsy by 14/10 of a second, who also said McGuire, so maybe send both you guys over, Dave.
Why do I have unlimited posters? These are prizes. Scott Walker gets it. I'm sorry, Fitzy. You'll get another turn.
Sorry, Fitzy. I tried, buddy.
I got like 10 posters. If I'm going to give it to anyone who comes in runner-up, we're going to have fucking 3 giveaways, brother.
I'm not, hey, you're the boss. I was just trying to help.
I know, but then you put it on the boss. You're like, hey, I think we should give Fitzy a goddamn poster, and then the boss has to be the bad guy. I have to be the one like, no, fuck Fitzy. The producer is always supposed to be the shitty person. See?
You know what, Fitzy? I'm sorry. I thought we had way more in the closet. That's me not doing my job and checking up. So you put that blame on me, not on Eastside Dave. He's the champion.
That was well done.
Thank you. I got your back. I'm the 15th man off the fever bench. I'm hitting that bitch with a chair for you, Dave. You remember that.
All right, so everyone knows that Roy Harter is a goddamn musical genius. These fucking questions are indisputed.
Okay.
Undisputed?
Yeah, undisputed.
Undisputed. That was the
They haven't been disputed.
Yeah, you cannot dispute Roy's musical genius. And the problem is, Roy, that I'm going to need your music expertise here because one of my guys, Giants tight end Darren Waller, has gone viral for all the wrong reasons, Roy Harter. Not like our amazing Caitlin Clark clip. He's gone viral because he broke up with his attractive WNBA star of a wife, Kelsey Plum. Right? You see her on some commercials.
Okay.
I find her attractive. He breaks up with her and he releases a music video where
a break. Okay, I'm gonna keep my mouth.
He literally got divorced and like a day later released a music video talking about how he needs to take time to heal and he needs to take time off the field. I'm a Giants fan. I'm like, hey, douchebag, can you not say this out loud?
Yeah, this is very
Jesus
cringy.
Christ.
Okay, let's hear this, David. This is gonna be great.
Darren Waller, tight end of the Giants. Fresh off the divorce, this is the music that he came up with. Oh, yeah.
You know, in life, it's hard to love. It's hard to be free. It's hard to give all of your soul.
I mean, do you do the auto-tune thing even when you're talking? Like, shouldn't you at least not auto-tune the talking? Yeah.
Apparently that's a thing now.
All right, now listen. Here he's gonna sing.
Time out and feel the nights we opened up and we knew how much that you and I were real. How long I gotta climb up this hill? I'm tired and I wanna be still. Imagine if we fell out of tune, cause fuck, who knew that love could kill?
All right, now first of all, I think it would be impossible to fall out of tune with how much fucking processing and computer fucking shit is going on in that production.
I'm assuming that's a robot singing right there.
That's, so far, Roy, what do you think? Is it just
well, my hairs are standing up, but it's more of a cringe factor. So yeah,
there's a couple things wrong with it right off the bat. First of all, I call this guy Dope Malone because it's just really, really awful Post Malone type stuff.
Yeah. I mean, this could be used. This is like evidence of CT, like he's had a concussion. This is the video they're going to show.
I mean, there is some truth to that. This guy. The other thing is the weird smiling. I don't know. The weird smiling. He's coming across very odd to me.
Yeah,
like. You're taking time to heal. And by the way, no football fan wants to hear taking time to heal, taking time off the field or whatever that second part is. Oh, great, Darren. You know, train camp's supposed to start in a couple months. You're going to I tell you, the Giants are going to fucking suck. I am calling it right now. You heard it before anyone, before the football season comes in here.
I anticipate a lot of drama.
Giants are going 2-15. I mean, this is a bad sign. You had the Daniel Jones bullshit. You had the, he's mad that they drafted a quarterback or whatever the fuck. Then oh my God, they lose Saquon to the Eagles. By the way, there's going to be, and there's already has been an NFL investigation about whether the Eagles tampered with the Giants, and those results are coming out this week. So if the Eagles did tamper with the Giants, give us some draft picks, baby. Okay? But, I mean, you got that debacle. Now you have the Darren Waller situation. And this is a situation. This is the worst scandal that they've had. Maybe in Giants history. Thank God the Giants, we never had an Aaron Hernandez or an OJ.
You're about to.
Yeah.
I mean
what about the Super Bowl shuffle? Wasn't that the Giants or?
That was the Bears.
Oh, the Bears. You're right. Sorry.
And Super Bowl shuffle was good. Give us a little more taste here.
Is that his wife in the video?
No, it's a lookalike, though. He got a girl who looks just like his wife. But,
Oh my God.
yeah. This is the best part. He's just going, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, the computer
He's
is,
not actually
David.
saying words.
Yeah.
What's the deal with, was he going for, like, intentionally, I had no range in my voice. I'm going for the same note across the
This video may have been the reason for his divorce. You don't know.
No, dude.
The wife might have seen it early cut and been like, you know what, I'm out of here.
It turns out she just wasn't a fan of his shitty music.
Yeah,
that was the whole reason. There wasn't any infidelity or anything like that. She's just like, God, he sucks. I liked him when he was just a football player, not this fucking asshole. By the way, a good one by T Bruck 99 says, "Don't Waller in the mire." That's good. That's good. Robert probably wants to give you a poster. I'm sorry, but I just only got about 10. Scott Walker, you want to email me at davymacshows@gmail.com. You want to email that address, davymacshows@gmail.com.
Dave, bad news. We only got like 3 posters left, so I don't think you could send one to T-Brush 69. That's on me, though. That's on me.
And by the way, to those other 2 dudes, your posters did go out. I said that last week. You should have gotten them. I would hope you have them. Anyway, so that's the Darren Waller situation.
Fantastic, David. Thank you for sharing that with me. I'm
so
gonna watch the full video later.
Harter, you're the musician. You're the musician. What do you rank? What do you think? And any advice from Mr. Waller?
I give him a 10 in execution. He managed to make a nice, pretty shitty video. So that's impressive. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but I like the effort. He's definitely trying to emote something with his robotic voice, whatever it is. I don't know.
I thought the oddness was the maybe almost disconnection from the camera, reality, or anything. He almost had lifeless eyes and then the creepy smile.
Yeah.
You're bringing up robots. He reminded me of one of those robots you'd see on Westworld.
Yeah,
the HBO show where they're just kind of I don't know. It was.
If I was him at some point when the concussion wears off, I would probably tell people it was a joke AI video. It's not really me.
Oh, good. That would be awesome. If he does that, then all of a sudden Darren Waller becomes my favorite Giant ever. If he's playing fucking weird practical jokes on people.
Yeah. How do you get out of that one, David? That's going to live on the internet forever.
He didn't, when healthy, he was pretty good. Now, Giants were a disgrace last year. They sucked. It was an embarrassing season. But Waller didn't put the ball on the ground. We had been used to our tight end, Evan Ingram, dropping fucking 20 passes a year. And of course, the Giants get rid of him, and the first thing he does is makes the Pro Bowl with another team. So that was great. But I actually thought Darren Waller was pretty good. He's got to stay in the field. But honestly, he's one of those guys. I'm not sure I actually knew what he. I'm not sure I knew what Darren, but I don't think I knew what he looked like because of the football helmet until this music video. And so now I'm going to suggest to advise Mr. Waller, put the football helmet back on and stop singing.
I think take that a step further. What bothered me the most is there were no football references within his song.
Well, he said field.
No, yeah, he did.
But not as on the note. It could have been hut hike. Could have known that bitch was a dyke.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Or just make it relevant to the sport you're playing. If it's free throw, that bitch is a hoe. She has no defense like a free throw. In baseball, when I'm up to bat, I like to bunt. My stupid ex is a cunt. Lots of make it relevant to the sport you're playing. That's all.
All right, fine. Well, I mean, hello. Darren Waller, though. Let me just tell you something here. Brian Dable, your ass is getting fired. I don't care how many goddamn pounds you lost. Everyone's all excited. Brian Dable fucking lost 30 pounds. Let me explain something to you, Dable. I've given up on the Giants for this year. This Darren Waller thing is a complete indicator. This is a sign. I'm very superstitious. I'm a sports guy, and I'm superstitious. This is the biggest sign I've ever seen. that says Giants are going to suck. Watch this song. That's their fucking starting tight end. So that's fine. I've given up on this season because I actually want Bill Belichick to coach the Giants. I've decided, fuck everybody, fuck you, fuck Dable, fuck them all. I want Billy Belichick coming back home, baby, where he won 2 Super Bowl rings as defensive coordinator for the New York Football Giants. I want Billy Bell. That's who I want. I want him coming back home. Put on the blue. Come back home, baby. And so I don't give a shit if Darren Waller fucking, goes out, shoots another video and falls off a cliff and breaks his goddamn neck. Now, Brian Dable gets hit by a bus. This season's going to be a disaster. The season after that, we get Billy Bell. Okay? Now, I'm watching UFC these days. Are you aware of this?
We are.
I was not aware of it, David.
I know everything about the sport.
Oh.
I'll put you in a front face lock right now, baby. I will choke you out. You get fresh from me. All right?
Off the top rope, buddy.
So yesterday was 302, and I was all excited. Dustin Poirier is this guy, and I legitimately have gone back and watched every stupid UFC Ultimate Fighter series. I've done the YouTubes. I've done so much stuff. But the whole point is
you're so aggressive now, David. It really shows you've been watching the UFC stuff. Tends to make me aggressive too. I watch enough fights. I want to I understand.
Yeah. You and I. Maybe that's what we got to do. UFC does not have a tag team division, but if they did, Roy, me and you are going up against the Diaz brothers. That'll be our first matchup.
No. Let's work our way up. This is what you always do, Dave. You come out and challenge the best of the sport. Let's try a couple along the way.
Yeah. Let's start with Stevie. Let's start with Stevie Lou and Ryan Katsura. let's start there.
Can you imagine if UFC had tag teams? Like, that would be fucking amazing. Like,
in Russia, they have 6-on-6 fighting, and then if somebody gets eliminated, that guy's now free to just go 2-on-1. Have you ever seen this? I'll pull up a clip quick.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
They should try some of that shit. Although I guess people would think like, well,
there isn't too much sport there, is there, David? At some point it becomes, So
the guy getting trained by Khabib, Makhachev, defeated Dustin Poirier, who's been a great fighter for years and years and years, and he won 2 UFC interim championships. When a guy gets hurt or suspended, like Khabib got suspended, they have a fight for the interim championship, and he won those. But he's now fought for the actual undisputed world championship 3 times, and he's lost all 3 times. Last night, he lost in the 5th round. I thought he was winning the fight.
Oh, he's a great fighter,
and then he gets choked out in the 5th round. It's very depressing to me. I couldn't sleep because of it, and because of the 30 doses of Claritin that I'm taking at all times.
I mean, that just keeps you healthy, David.
But I will tell you this: I'm getting the Conor McGregor-Michael Chandler fight.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll come by, David.
Come by, Robert. That goes for you too.
Oh,
all right, anybody's allowed. I will be getting the Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler fight. All right, that's UFC 303. I think it's in late June. So I want you to come over to my house. And the key is make sure you have $40. Okay, it's expensive pay-per-view.
It sure is.
Robert, you have 40. Roy, you have 40. And we're going to have a great time. I'm going to have all the Cool Ranch Doritos you guys can eat, buddies.
All right.
We're going to have a lot of fun.
If we both bring $40 and you use that money to buy the pay-per-view and all the Cool Ranch Doritos we can eat, you're going to leave with at least $30, Dave.
No, the pay-per-view is $79.99.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah.
No wonder these guys are getting paid $50 million.
Oh, yeah. The pay-per-view's $80. So that's where I got the 40-40 thing. The Cool Ranch Doritos were going to be on me, but it sounds like you want to splurge for them too. So that's fine. You guys should bring 50 each.
I don't know, Dave. I don't like one-on-one fights. It's like,
listen, You're coming to my fucking house and you're bringing $50 fucking dollars.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, this looks.
This
Russian.
is the Russian 3-on-3. This is sensational. This is just sensational. Yeah, you could never do this. This is only like goddamn Russia and Kazakhstan
with one referee. Why bother? No, I'm sorry. There are 3 referees, but really,
this is unbelievable.
What are the refs there for? So nobody gets hit in the back of the head?
Yeah, I have no idea. It seems crazy.
No, apparently that's okay.
Yeah, apparently. Did you see that one? Bobby?
Yeah.
Just as I said it.
I'm good.
This is nuts. Nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
And then we had Dave. Have you seen this? I know you're an MMA fan, but what do you think about like 2-on-1s, kind of like wrestling?
Yeah, I mean that would be fun. Oh, I did see this. The fat guy versus 2 women. Oh, yeah, and then he was just beating the hell out of them. I like that one. And then they started to run away. Yeah, this is good stuff.
3-on-1.
Yeah. That's the type of stuff you'd see like on like a radio show.
Yeah. I think Big A could probably pull that off. He'd be good, like
absolutely
fending him off.
So I will be getting that fight, and you guys are invited.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, Roy, then maybe we could channel this into we go to Six Flags the next day.
Okay.
He wants to not only go to Six Flags Great Adventure with me, which
What's
I
at Six Flags? The amusement park?
Yeah. Great Adventure.
But there's just lines of people.
Oh, bro, hold on. First of all, Six Flags Great Adventure, my friend, is the second biggest amusement park in the United States of America, only behind Disney World. It's bigger in mass, in size, than even Disneyland, the one in California. The only thing it's one of the absolute roller coaster capitals of the world. You're talking no shortage. Just 25, 30 big time roller coasters. Now, here you go, Roy. For people like you, you got to get the Fast Pass. All right? You get the Fast Pass. It's an extra $20 or something like that. Then you time up the rides. Okay, come back at 1:15. You're not going to have to be on the line for 2 hours. You're only on the line for 5-10 minutes. So you get the Fast Pass makes you lock in. You basically make all of your rides as appointments. It's fantastic. It's actually fun because it's almost like an adventure. It's like we did this ride. Now we have to get to the other place to get that ride by 3 p.m. And then you go on the ride and there's no lines. You got to do the Fast Pass, Roy.
Okay. So, Roy, just bring $300 to Dave's house for the fight.
Yeah.
But the other thing is he wants to do his show. I'm like, how is this going to work? How would we do a show from Great Adventure?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, this sounds like a terrible.
I mean, do you want me to pitch it here? Sure. We've got a GoPro. We've got Rode wireless microphones. We just talk about, life and stuff here and there. And, we cut it together into one episode.
I'm not opposed to this, but I mean, for what show? Davey Mac Sports Program, Tales from the Satellite, the award-winning Davey Mac Tales from the Satellite. More buzz on our latest episodes. We had the Fez Coffin challenge, and we've done so many great stuff lately. So make sure you're subscribing to patreon.com/EastsideDave for that. But it sounds more like a YouTube show.
I figured we could call it Riding with the Boys instead of Driving with the Boys.
Well, that's true. I do have Driving with the Boys, and this could just be a Driving with the Boys special, though.
Well, then we're going to have to bring the boys. But the good news there, Roy, is they're going to get to the front of the line real quick.
No,
they've got going on. Six Flags is gonna be like, you guys ride whatever you want, just don't interact with other guests.
I mean, that is true. I mean, with all due respect, if you have Bobo and Big A, they get you right to the front of the line because people are like, whoa, okay, yeah, go ahead. They're like a third base coach. They're just constantly seeing Big A and Bobo. It's like, go ahead, let's go ahead.
There's somebody just following behind them with a Lysol spray. Just get there.
This is the best. When I was 14 years old, I forgot all about this till just now. When I was 14 years old, me and my friend Pat Clark, same Patty, with the Caitlin Clark. So Roy, you went to Catholic school, right?
Yes, I did.
For confirmation, you did that when you were 14, like 8th grade?
8th grade, that's right.
And did you have to do any shit like community work?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what we did. So to do our community work of like 8 hours, 10 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this as nicely and respectfully as possible. We brought a young man by the name of Larry Dolphin who had Down syndrome.
Of course he did. His name was Larry Dolphin. What else is he going to do?
Larry was very famous, and actually Larry was the belle of the ball. When Larry Dolphin comes in, everyone wanted to hear one thing. Larry, please give us your rendition of Jimmy Buffett Cheeseburger in Paradise. And Larry would fucking belt out Jimmy Buffett's Cheeseburger in Paradise. I like mine with lettuce and tomato. Has 57 French fry potato. I was like, this is awesome, Larry. Honestly, we should get a fucking death metal band behind you, and this would be a hit. But anyway, I actually loved him, and he would always be at the stickball court and everything. I always talked to him. So I said to my mom, I go, do you think it would be acceptable if me and Pat took Larry Dolphin to the Great Adventure and thereby get our 10 community hours for confirmation? She said, I think that's good. I think that's a nice thing to do. You're taking Larry Dolphin to the Great Adventure for 10 hours. You guys are going to watch him and everything. Of course. And we did. And we had a great time. But Larry had a couple incidents. One was we went on the log flume, and Larry's like, well, my feet aren't getting wet. He just took his shoes and threw them right there. He throws them right there, like where the worker is. Like where the worker has the buttons, and the worker's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, that's my friend Larry. He doesn't want his shoes on. See, he doesn't want his shoes to get wet. I mean, to me, actually made perfect sense. I was with Larry.
Yeah.
And the guy comes up. He's like, no, everyone has to have their shoes on. And then he takes one good look at Larry. Larry goes, I don't want my shoes on. And the guy's like, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Like, he just got a lot of hands up there. He walked away, and we were able to go on the log flume. But the best incident was he loved the Looney Tunes. And we go into the store. I was going to buy him. My mom gave me some money so I could buy him something. So I was looking around to get him something, and I did. I got him like a little Bugs Bunny or something. But anyway, he also loved the Tasmanian Devil. Anyway, I turned around. I'm paying for the stuff. So the one time I just didn't have my eye on Larry, he walked out of the store. Only he walked out of the store, Roy, with a Tasmanian Devil doll, a Tasmanian Devil hat, and a Tasmanian Devil t-shirt that he did not pay for. All three things. And just happy as a clam.
Yeah, of course. And I'll tell you one thing. He would have been easy to spot by the police. I'll tell you that.
Oh, it was hysterical. The Tasmanian Devil doll was like this big. It was huge. He's got the hat on. He's got a t-shirt over his other t-shirt. Like, you know what I said? Keep on walking, Larry. Fuck it.
Just keep going.
I thought I was gonna get in trouble for shoplifting because he was outside the store.
No, you get a pass for that one, David. That's okay.
Yeah, so on confirmation, I actually, for my confirmation community practice, I allowed a special needs person to shoplift and commit crime. Maybe this is why sometimes I get bad karma.
Good news. We're going to share a similar circle of hell. I used to work at a camp for kids on ventilators. And my patient's name was Brandon, and he was paralyzed from the neck down, weighed like 300 pounds, but he had a wheelchair van, and he was 21, and we were all 18.
Please don't tell me you gave him a hand job.
No. there was a woman there. Her name was Paige, and they had to be like, Paige, you're getting inappropriate with him. Like, you got to stop. But we would load him into the van and be like, yo, go buy us beer, because we were all 18.
Oh,
and then
my
we'd have
God.
to go
You
in
guys
and
are horrible.
hand the cashier his ID and stuff because he can't move. And the cashier's like, well, you guys aren't 21. We're like, are you going to tell him his life's so bad he can't drink? And the guy was like, all right, just get out of here. So he was hammered up at Brandon.
What the fuck?
Oh, he loved it too. He was
bad. You're a bad person.
Am I? I made that man feel like a hero.
That was I was trying with Larry. I was trying to get Larry all of the rides and experiences. Got him some fucking cotton candy.
Yeah,
I was trying to sing the Jimmy Buffett song though at least 5 times that day because I loved it so much.
And I was trying to get Brandon a hand job from Fat Page. So we were all doing good things, David.
I'll leave you with this. Aaron Judge, after a terrible April just had the best May of his entire goddamn life. Even better than the 62 home run season where he won MVP. He just had a month where he hit over 370 with 14 home runs. You do the math, you hit 14 home runs a month, you would be on pace for 84 home runs, okay? 14 home runs in a month is insane. So Aaron Judge is back. The Yankees look great, and I'm calling it right now. Rematch of 2009 World Series. Yankees and Phillies are the best two teams, and I don't see that changing. I think the Yankees and Phillies are going to meet up once again in the World Series as they did in 2009, and it should be a great series. Juan Soto is amazing. Judge is amazing. Stanton is revitalized. That's been important. Giancarlo Stanton being revitalized is a big deal. Anthony Volpe is now becoming a superstar. The pitching staff has been insane. Luis Gil came out of nowhere, and this guy's a Cy Young. Okay? You got Carlos Rodon now back to being Carlos Rodon, and Garrett Cole hasn't even thrown one pitch for the Yankees. The Cy Young winner from last year is coming to the team later this month. And don't forget about the Martian. Jason Dominguez. How awesome he was last year. He's coming back too. So they don't even have to make trades because they're getting Cole and Dominguez back. And they're already fucking firing on all cylinders. I'm telling you, this is the Yankees' year. And it was fire Brian Cashman that finally motivated this team. Clearly. So I do think we should be taking the credit for that.
Full credit.
And you want to see that video, it's pinned to my Twitter.
Before we get out of here, Dave, one last sports point you just got. I feel like you need to comment on Angel Hernandez. Done umpiring baseball.
Angel Hernandez retired, Roy.
I read
the single worst umpire in the history of the sport.
He was a common topic on the show. I know. I recognize his name very well. Yeah, he's another Hernandez brother. They're all
something about these Hernandez. Yeah, a lot of Hernandezes out there. But Angel Hernandez, seriously the worst umpire of all time. For a while, it was neck and neck between Angel Hernandez and Joe West. If you remember Joe West, he was also awful. But I got to tell you, I was laughing because of all the pictures of people saying Angel Hernandez tried to walk up to the podium to give his retirement speech, but he missed the whole podium, that kind of thing. a lot of blind jokes, But again, I've said it time and time and time again, Major League Baseball, next season, it really needs to be the season that you implement the K-Zone, the digital K-Zone. It's apparently it is a massive success in the minors. They are doing it in the minor leagues where they're not only going by the K-Zone, but they have the K-Zone up on the scoreboard. And so fans can watch the game, but then they can go up on the scoreboard and look at the pitch, the location, and everything. Everyone is giving it rave reviews. They say it makes the game faster, makes the game more efficient, and quite frankly, the K-Zone doesn't fuck up. Strike is a strike, a ball is a ball. And as someone who watched Aaron Judge get 150 low pitches out of the strike zone, called for strikes on him last season, this is a big deal because when you keep allowing these umpires to call the ball 3 inches off the plate, 4 inches off the plate, or 2 inches, 3 inches low, or 2 or 3 inches high, you are hurting the brand. You are hurting baseball. Because no one wants to see Aaron Judge get up there, okay, look at 3 fucking pitches way below his knees, and then walk back to the dugout. They want to see Aaron Judge swing the bat. Baseball players are so disciplined on that level to not swing at balls, but rather swing at only strikes, that it's too hard for them, and they shouldn't have to go outside the strike zone. So they need to make this correction. Angel Hernandez is one of those last dinosaurs that's proof that, what is wrong with you people? Make this correction already. Can we just do that?
My favorite would be when teams would come out and both sides would be happy with the player arguing with Angel. Because he would just be like, you're all over the place. We all hate you. And they'd be like, yeah, we do. It's the one thing we agree on. You suck.
He was so bad. Sometimes both managers would be kicking dirt on him at the same time. Anyway, all right. Roy, we're going to have to go now. Do you have anything that you'd like to promote? I know. Roy.
I got a gig at Mulcahy's this week, but I believe it's a private party, so I'm not going to say a word about it, David.
You just did. Mulcahy's.
No, it's a private party. Stay away.
It's a private party. Stay away. That is the first time anyone's promoted something with the word "stay away." That's the greatest plug in the history of plugs. Okay, so I'm going to promote something here. Stay away from me. Robert, anything.
So July 20th, I'll be at the Bijou Theater in Connecticut. I'm telling you that now because tickets will sell out for that. They go very quickly or will sell as well in that area.
Hey, Robert, Bijou, like Bijou Phillips? I keep doing it, Roy. That's 3 weeks in a row with the Bijou Phillips.
That's right.
Still not sure who she is, although she's hot. She is hot. I remember we looked her up a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Also, at the end of this month, I will be in Wethersfield at the Brouhaha, their new location featuring for Pat Oates. That's the 20th of June, I believe. So come on out. Lots of dates. And June 20th, I'm at the EMA Theater. So lots of options to see me.
Well, I'm going to promote one thing. My brand new single. I'm taking time to heal. I'm taking time off the field. I'm going to drop a lot of balls. Giants gonna suck it out. I'm on a tight end. I fucking suck unclear. You kiss blow my wire. I get mad fucked up. I taking time here. Dick is on the wheel. Okay. Look, no more messing around. We got things to do, okay? I have spaghetti and meatballs to eat. Now I'm going to go. And I'd like to thank you. Thank you, Roy, and thank you, Robert. And thank you to the DMSP audience as well.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
And, of course, we will upload all this and everything, tonight for the even better, cleaner, whatnot version on the MP4 and the MP3. So go be checking out YouTube later tonight. And go be checking out your streaming service, your iTunes, your Spotify, your Amazon Music. You can find the show there as well. And that'll do it, folks. For Roy Harter, Robert Tamburro, I'm Davey Mac. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.